Hello everybody, welcome back to this channel. This video is part of the series of SSIS tutorial videos. In this video, we are going to discuss about derived column transformation in SSIS. Derived column transformation allows you to create new columns or modify existing ones dynamically using expressions. We have already discussed about expressions. You can go to the previous video and see if you don't know what is expressions and how you can use it. So now why we use derived column transformation? It is because it can perform mathematical calculations. Example, if you want to create a new column dynamically, you can use derived columns transformation. For example, salary into 1.10 for a 10% rise. You can concatenate string values, first name plus last name. You can convert date formats. You can apply logical conditions. Suppose if you're having sales above 500, you can create a new column with respect to the condition. You can give it as higher sales and you can give the else condition as lower sales. Or you can replace null values with a default value. So there are common uses of this derived column transformation. The uses are it can generate full name by combining first name and last name. That usually it happens. And you can add a new column with transformed values. You can convert the date formats for different system compatibility. And you can categorize salary into low, medium, and high brackets. Almost similar example we have discussed. So in this example, we are going to create a CSV file that contains employee ID, first name, last name, and salary. And what we are going to do with this derived column transformation is that we are going to create two new columns. First column is for full name, that we will be concatenating the first name as well as the last name. And then we are going to give a column for salary increase, that of course we have a column called salary, and we will just multiply 1.10 with the salary and we will make that column as salary increase. And then we will be transforming this data to and loading the data to another flat file. So we will move on to the example. First, we will be seeing, our input file. So this is the input CSV file. We can open and see it. And you can see employee ID, first name and last name, salary. We are going to create two more columns in that as the output using derived column transformation. First will be this first name plus last name. It will be full name here, and here it will be salary into 1.10. These two we will be creating using derived column. So we will go back to the Visual Studio and we can create the project, file, new project. You can select the integration service project, next, and you can select the name as well as the location, and you can create the project. Here, of course, we can select the data flow task and we can go to the data flow task, and here we can start the ETL operation by first getting up the flat file source. You can take the flat file source, and in that flat file source, we will configure that input CSV file into it. So you can get the new connection manager, browse the input file, and you can get the CSV file and get the input file. And you can see the advanced tab, and you can change if you want to change the employee ID. Of course, you want to change the salary because you are going to multiply the salary, create the new column. So we can change this employee ID to numeric. You can change the salary also to numeric. And okay, if you want to preview it, you can preview it, and that's it. Okay. Now the next thing is that you can go to the common transformations and you can get the derived column transformation. And from the flat file, we can go to the derived column. So the input of the derived column is flat file source, and we can double click it the derived column and you can get the transformation editor. So this expression tab, we got it. And if you have any variable, you can get the variable from here. And since we are having all the columns, all the column names will be selected here. And now first column we are going to create is, we want to get the full name. So the derived column name, we are going to give it as full name. And we are going to add the new column as the derived column, or if you want to replace this, you can replace also, but we are going to add the new column with this. And the expression, what we are going to do is that we are going to take the first name, drag the first name from this column to the expression, and then you can give the plus, that is for concatenation. And then you need to give a space between first name and last name. So you can give a space and then once again a plus for concatenating. And then you can drag the last name here. So that's it. Automatically they have given the data type as string itself. Yes, WSTR. So now the next column we are going to give is salary hike, salary increase. And that also we are going to give it as new column. So that is also very simple. Drag the salary column into this expression and then you can give it as into 1.10, and automatically the data type will be numeric. Since it is numeric, it is going to take it as automatic numeric itself. So that is it. These two columns we have added, and okay. And now we are going to give the output flat file. So go to the destinations and get the flat file destination, and the input of this flat file destination will be this derived column, and we can configure this flat file connection manager, and you can go and get the delimited, select and browse the file name. You don't have a file here, so you can create a text file here and you can give it as output, and you can select the column names, the first data row. Now you need to map the columns. Go to the mapping, and of course all the mapping is coming correctly, so there is no need to change anything, and you can give OK. So now since we are not seeing any error, you can go and execute the package. Yes, for execution also it is not showing error. It is showing everything is proper. That's why we are getting all the green ticks here. So you can go and check the flat file output, what we got. So this is the output flat file we got. We will open and see it. Of course, we got the derived column. We got this full name as well as salary increase. And this is the full name, first name and last name. And in between, we got that space bar, as well as you can see 75,000 got increased to 82,500. So that is what we gave for salary increase. So we got 2 extra columns. So that is what this basically does, derived columns. So you can explore more about this, and hope it was an interesting video. Have a nice day.